Why, hello there. I'm Sin. We are in the Book Nook, and today we're going to talk about my past, present, and future of books. What I've finished, what I'm in the middle of, and what we're going to get into. Okay, so recently I have just finished and got back into the Witcher series. So I just finished the book, The Time of Contempt, which is book two in the Witcher series. And for me, it's the fourth book I've read in the series because the first two books I read were the short story books. And then I read the first one, and then now this one. This one's very political and it sets up the whole story and the whole time frame and what's going on and the chaos in the kingdoms and how basically the rich people just want to ruin all our lives. Sounds familiar, eh? So, a story as old as time. There is a girl. If she survives and if people know she's alive, she is heir to several different parts of the kingdom, and there's a lot of people who just don't want this to happen. And so there's also the fact that she's a witcher, and she also is prophetic, where she goes into these trances and then speaks stuff that will happen in the future as well. So there are a lot of people looking for this girl. Some think she's dead, but some just know she's not. Yennefer is trying to get Ciri, who is her name, to this school where they will teach her to be a sorceress, and so she can work on those abilities as well. So they're being pursued. There's chaos in the kingdoms. The one kingdom, the Nilfgaardians, are trying to just rule over everything. Also, the guy, the emperor of the Nilfgaardians, is trying to hunt down Ciri. It's a crazy, chaotic book. And it's one of those middle books that is, some of it just drags and lags due to all the this person and what the politics are of here and who's aligning with who and who's backstabbing who and this, that, and the other. And to me, some of that stuff is just a little bit boring. I'm more into give me the magical elements and the battles and the fights and the weird creatures and all of that stuff. So I still did enjoy it. I think I like the first book more. We'll see what the next book brings, because I do want to read the whole series. I loved the video games. The reason I wanted to read the series is because I played the video games. Also, did you know I stream on Twitch? You can find me there at The Simply Sin. I'll put a link down below if you'd like to follow. And I'm live every Tuesday from 5 p.m. Eastern till 9 p.m. And if you want to come over, chat about books, tell me what you're reading, ask me what I'm reading, all that good stuff. Usually I'm playing some sort of cozy game of some sort. All right, so what I'm in the middle of is a book by Nicholas Binge called Disillusion. It's super weird. And the reason I wanted to read this is because I had read his book Ascension, and I read Ascension because Stephen King said it was really good, and it was. It was super good, super weird. This book follows this woman named Maggie, and she's married to this man, Stanley. Stanley was in the Sunrise homes because he has Alzheimer's, and she just couldn't take care of him anymore. Maggie's 83, and one day this man, Hassan, he comes to her. Her husband, Stanley, had used to work in all these different labs and was working on this all kinds of scientific and weird research. And he tells her this crazy story about how Sunrise has been effing with his memory. They used to be this whole other entity, and then they opened up these care homes and whatnot, but they are erasing swaths of Stanley's memory. He doesn't actually have dementia, this, that, and the other. And so it pulls her into this whole crazy thing. And she's like, what do you want from me? What do you want me to do? He's like, I want you to break out Stanley. We need to get him out of there and save him and see if we can save some of his memories and bring him back. And so she's like, okay. She's like, because it's heartbreaking and horrible watching her loved one, who she spent her life with, just he's not there anymore. He'll have his moments of lucidity and then, fall back into wherever he is, somewhere trapped inside his mind. And so she's like, yeah, if I can, anything that could bring him back to current reality, if this is actually true. Obviously she wants to believe it. We don't know yet what's going on, but then they break him out and they take him to this Lazarus Institute, where apparently Stanley had worked for a moment in time. And then they start doing these weird, since she was a big part of his life, they need her, because they have this contraption called a memory spoon, where Stanley will sit in the one and they hook him up to these wires and stuff. And then Maggie would get in this weird tub with this weird solution. and tap into his memories to try and bring his memories back. And they have to be like memories that they shared together, that they would have like a good connection with to see if they're compatible and this, that, and the other. I love it so far. It's so weird. It pulls you in right away. It's super effed up. It's super like existential and thought-provoking. And you're like, what is actually going on here? Because when she goes into the memories, you know, and she's seeing this, she swears that in the memories, these people can actually like see her and stuff. So she's like, what? No, that can't be possible, can it? What is happening here? So there might be some time travel elements to it. I don't know. But that's what I'm thinking. So far, I love it. This is the second book I've read by this author. I love how he writes. I love how deep he gets and into these like mind-blowing, like existential things. It's pretty fantastic. And there will definitely be a standalone review coming for that. So keep an eye out for that. Now, let me tell you what I'm gonna get into. First up, we have The Life Impossible by Matt Haig. I had read his last book. I thought it was okay. I know a lot of people love that one. It was like The Midnight Library. I just thought it was all right. I can't even remember or pinpoint what I didn't love about it, and I was like, okay, I want to give him another try because I liked the concept of that book and it was kind of weird. And so I read the synopsis of this, thought it sounded pretty interesting. So let's tell you what it's about. When retired math teacher Grace Winters is left a rundown house on a Mediterranean island by a long-lost friend, curiosity gets the better of her. She arrives in Ibiza with a one-way ticket, no guidebook and no plan. Among the rugged hills and golden beaches of the island, Grace searches for answers about her friend's life and how it ended. What she uncovers is stranger than she could have dreamed. But to dive into this impossible truth, Grace must first come to terms with her past, filled with wonder and wild adventures. This is a story of hope and the life-changing power of a new beginning. I love stories that take place in like a beachy place on an island. Ibiza, that's like the island that never sleeps. It's supposed to be a big party. So I'm curious to see and to read this. So I thought it sounded pretty good. All right, next up we have Upon a Starlit Tide by Kel Woods. And I had read another book by this author called what was it? After the Woods, that was like a modern day Hansel and Gretel story that I thought was actually really good. It was After the Forest. So I thought I would pick this one up. It's a fantasy. Let's tell you about this one. France, 1758. For Lucinda Leon, the youngest daughter of a wealthy French shipowner, the high walls of St. Malo are more hindrance than haven. While her sisters are interested in securing advantageous marriages, Luce dreams of escaping her elegant but stifling home and joining a ship's crew. Only Samuel, Luce's best friend and an English smuggler, understands her longing for the sea, secretly teaching her to sail whenever she can sneak away. For Luce, the stolen time on the water with Samuel is precious. One stormy morning, Luce's plans are blown off course when she rescues Morgan de Chatelaine, I don't know if I'm saying that name right, the youngest son of the most powerful shipowner in St. Malo, from the sea. Immediately drawn to his charm and sense of adventure, she longs to attend the glittering ball held in honor of his safe return and begins to contemplate a different kind of future for herself. But it is not only Luce's hopes that are at stake. The local Fae are leaving Brittany and taking their magic with them, while the long-standing war with the English means St. Malo is always at risk of attack, as Luce is plunged into a world of magic, brutality, and seduction. Secrets that have long been lost in the shadowy depths of the ocean begin to rise to the surface, as dangerous as any reef. And the truth of her own power is growing brighter and brighter, shining like a sea glass slipper, or the scales of a mermaid's tail. And it sounds magical and fun and fantastical. So, Upon a Starlit Tide. I think this one should be a fun one. And I hope I like it, because I liked their last book. So, we shall see, and I will let you know. So what am I most excited for? Honestly, the current book I'm reading, Disillusion by Nicholas Binge, like, it is weird and awesome. So I am definitely looking forward to getting more into that one. What have you guys been reading recently? Anything that has really jumped out that you were like, dang, this is good? Let me know down in the comments. Always curious to see what you're reading. And if you enjoyed hanging out today, hit that subscribe button, come back, see me again, and we'll talk about more bookish things and weird stuff.